Third, lambda is constant for particular radioactive substance, but its value is different for different substances. Fourth, if n naught equal to number of atoms 8 times T equal to 0, then n equal to number of active atoms 8 times T is given by n equal to n naught e power minus lambda T. Proof: since minus dn upon dt equal to lambda n, therefore dn upon n equal to minus lambda dt, or dn upon n integrating from n naught to n equal to integration minus lambda dt t equal to 0 to t, or log e n upon n0 equal to minus lambda t, or n upon n0 equal to e power minus lambda t, or n equal to n0 e power minus lambda t. Fifth equation shows that decay of a radioactive element takes place in exponential form. Therefore, above law is also called exponential law for decay. Sixth equation also shows that decay is rapid in the beginning, which slows down over a period of time and takes infinite time for a radioactive element to decay completely. 7. Graph between n and t. This is exponential decay curve. 8. Number of decayed atoms nuclei in time t equal to n naught minus n equal to n naught minus n naught e power minus lambda t equal to n naught multiplied by 1 minus e power minus lambda t. 9. Probability of decay of nuclei from time t equal to 0 to time t equal to n naught multiplied by 1 minus e power minus lambda t upon n naught equal to 1 minus e power minus lambda t. 10. Log e n equal to log e n naught minus lambda t. The graph between log e n and t is as shown in figure. 11. Slope of graph between log e n and t is equal to negative value of decay constant. 12. If t equal to 1 upon lambda, then n equal to n naught e power minus 1 equal to n naught upon e equal to n naught upon 2.718 equal to 0.37 n naught. That is number of undecayed atoms after time equal to reciprocal of decay constant is equal to 37% of original atoms or nuclei. 13. Decay constant depends on nature of material. Now let's see half-life T half. It is the notation. Let's see the definition. The time interval in which mass or number of radioactive nuclei atoms is reduced to half its initial value is called half-life of that substance. Second, in time t equal to t half, m equal to m naught upon 2 or n equal to n naught upon 2, we get relationship between t half and lambda as t half equal to 0.693 upon lambda, or t half proportional 1 upon lambda. That is, half-life of a radioactive substance is inversely proportional to decay constant. If half-life is more, that is decay constant is less, slow decay, that is material will be in abundance, or t half is less, that is lambda is more, fast decay, that is material will be obsolete, that is disappear. 6. Number of active nuclei after n half-life, n equal to n naught upon 2 power n, or n upon n naught equal to 1 upon 2 power t upon t. Half-life of a radioactive substance is constant but is different for different substance. The graph between half-life and lambda is shown in figure. Now let's see mean life or average life tau. First, the time for which a radioactive substance remains active is called mean life of that substance. The mean life tau equal to sum of lives of all atoms divided by total number of atoms present equal to integration TdN upon N naught. Third, tau equal to 1 upon lambda. Mean life does not depend on the mass of material, year, etc. It depends on the nature of substance. The time in which the number of radioactive nuclei decays to 1 upon E or 37% of its initial value is called mean life of that substance. Relationship between T half and tau. Tau equal to 1 upon lambda equal to T half upon 0.693 equal to 1.44 T half. That is, tau is more than T half if a radioactive substance emits both alpha and beta particles at a time whose mean life is tau alpha and tau beta respectively, then average life tau equal to tau alpha tau beta upon tau alpha plus tau beta.